YouTube? This your boy Oscino Fly back with another review, and this time we're reviewing another battle rap event, and that is Smack Volume 6. Smack Volume 6 is that street, it's supposed to give you that street feel, that indoor small room feel, that old Smack DVD feels, if anybody remembers, where he just had the camera and he was just recording battle raps and all that, like whether it was in a shoe store, whether it was in a clothing store, whether it was out on the streets of Harlem or anywhere like Smack can go get a camera and do these battle raps. That's what the Smack Volumes supposed to believe in a small room. It give you that small room feel, and a lot of people fuck with it. I fuck with it too. It is one of the URL events that I look forward to because I feel like a lot of people give their all in this small room Smack Volume because you're with your peers and you are judged within your peers. So there's no real gas, there's no real bias. I feel like you rap your shit and niggas actually go ooh, or like they really talk their shit, you really brugging it. So, what do I think about this Smack Volume event? Let's break it down. First things first, let's go with the setting. I actually like the setting, the whole street feel, the whole setting feel. Now, I feel like I could have been done better if it wasn't for COVID. And also, I don't know if anybody knew until last minute that that's what was going to happen. It's going to have that neighborhood feel. Like I said, I don't have a problem with it. To me, it just looked, the thing is, it looked very empty. And like I said, it's because of COVID, you know, a lot of people going there. But if you ask me what I would have done, I would have made it a bodega. Like the one over there in Harlem, like the one you see in Paid in Full. I would have made it look like that type of bodega. Or just like something like that would make it real flashy and like real kind of like, oh, niggas on the block and this is the shit you need to be at. If you like one of the big hustlers and all that other stuff. I feel like it was too Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood looking. It just didn't, it looked good. It just didn't have that grit and grimy feel to it that I feel like if you were to put a bodega in something like that, it'll work better. But like I said, it's a very good setting. The first battle that comes on is Danny Myers versus Ill Will. I feel like that battle is really debatable, 2-1 either way. I feel like Ill Will came in, he's not playing, he brung in this thing. I feel like his parallel universe flip, the intersectional universe, I feel like that was a good flip. I felt like Danny Myers came through with some good shit, and I felt like they both came. So this is a very debatable battle, and this you might call this, most people call this battle of the night. I think it was a good way to start off the battle. I think it's 2-1 either way. I was edging Ill Will. I thought Danny Myers did great, but I kind of edged like if you ask me personally, I kind of edged Ill Will 2-1 on that day. And so right now I'm still feeling like Ill Will won that 2. The second battle that came on was Oscino and Jerry West. 3-0 Oscino. Okay, Oscino has been in his bag, and obviously Oscino has been like rapping. I feel like in this COVID setting, in this empty space setting, I feel like Oscino has been showing his ass and showing why he's the vet that he is, and showing why he's not the one to be fucked with. I like Jerry West, I really do. And Jerry West did not do bad in his battle, but this was a 3-0. And Jerry West, he had this gimmick. He always does a gimmick in his battles, obviously. So he had this one gimmick with the walkie-talkie, and like it was supposed to be like Oscino's kids, that he got your kids and all that other stuff. It didn't hit. And the fact that he tried to, but I give him kudos because he just like, well, it didn't hit, I might as well just finish it off with it. And he just kept like having a walkie-talkie in his hand, just like going with it. So I give him credit on that. Like he finished that battle. He realized it didn't, I think he realized it didn't hit, but he just kept going. Oscino, he was just rapping, it was just like non-stop, and it was some good heavy rotation bars in there. So with that being said, 3-0. I feel like Oscino like outclassed him every way on that battle, and that's what Oscino does. I feel like anytime you put a newbie against Oscino, Oscino just shows you why ain't nobody fucking with him, and he did that really, really clearly. The next battle I want to talk about is B-Dot versus Chillin Jones. Whoo-wee. Okay, before B-Dot, you have to, I don't know how people gonna judge this battle because before B-Dot before B-Dot opened his fucking mouth, how can I say this? Okay, Goods, Sue Surf, and probably other rappers done told you, shut the fuck up. And he's told B-Dot, shut the fuck up. Okay, B-Dot, before he done said he felt like he lost his battle and all that other stuff, I felt like he did well. A lot of other people felt like he did well. It's before he opened his mouth, it was too undebatable either way. Before your opinion is swayed, either way, which way you want to go, I felt like the battle was argumentative to where you can either go with B-Dot and people wouldn't have a problem with it. You could go with Chilla and you didn't have a problem with it. He didn't even choke. He fucking stumbled. But he felt so bad about the stumble, to him it was like a choke. So, B-Dot fucked up his, I feel like fucked up his momentum to where a point that I didn't think he did that bad. I didn't even think he did that bad. Like, even with that stumble, I felt like he didn't even do that bad. I think he said, oh fuck. And he said this, Daylight said this, and I think it's greater, but remove all fuck from your vocabulary. Remove like any type of things that make it realize that you kind of choke or you forgot your words. Because he got it back real quick. And it's not like he was just, no, he got it back real quick. But that stumble, it felt like he done dropped the ball. It's just like, you could tell, I guess he's like one of those perfectionists. So with that being said, Chillin Jones was on his shit. And I feel like what Chillin Jones was writing was really good. Like, both of these people had good penmanships and all that other stuff. And this is why, like, when it comes to penmanship, I know people like putting Quantum Physics up there. And like Quantum Physics, yes, as much as his penmanship is up there, I've always said he don't beat nobody. Chillin Jones, he beat people. GEazy, he beat people. B-Dot, he beats people. These are people that, with penmanship, they beat people. So, with that being said, before the battle, you can say 2-1 either way. But since B-Dot done said, you know, like shitted on himself personally and all that stuff, you kind of got to give it to Chillin Jones. So, with that being said, and I want any other battle rappers, if you feel like, sometimes you feel like you didn't do that great, sometimes just like, you don't have to say I won, you just like, I feel like I did my thing. I feel like I did my thing. I feel like I got it. I feel like I got it. Even if you like, as long as it doesn't look like you getting your ass whipped on film, just go with, I feel like I did my thing and all that other stuff. Let the people decide. Don't say nothing to sway them to vote against you. That's what I'm trying to say. The next battle I want to talk about is K-Shine versus Pat Stay. This is a weird fucking battle. And most people, if you've been following, I'm a big K-Shine fan, and I think he should win Champion of the Year this year. And with that being said, he 3-0 Pat Stay. But this is one of the weirdest battles ever, because Pat Stay looked very unprepared. Not only he looked unprepared, he looked like he didn't want to be there. Not only he looked like he didn't want to be there, he looked like, and it was just weird. Like, don't get me wrong, I say Pat Stay's battles because he's a very good freestyler, and like he can, and his like he has this swagger, like, you can't fuck with me. Even if I fuck up, you can't fuck with me. But for some reason, that battle was really kind of just off. And it came, and it was like, it was Pat Stay's energy, and I think it affected K-Shine, because K-Shine came in like he was going to go to war with this man. And like, though K-Shine's rounds was good, I don't think this was the best K-Shine either. And I fucks with K-Shine heavy, but I don't think this was the best K-Shine either. That third round was just awkward, because and the only reason it's awkward because I've never heard Pat Stay say no shit like that. Like, you know, I feel like every time they bring a white boy up there, they try to bring like racial situations, what's been happening around the world and all that other stuff. And that's cool if you want to bring that in there. I don't feel like Pat Stay is one of those people that, you know, say some racist shit. I don't know Pat Stay like that personally, but I just don't think he's that type of dude you want to say this to. I feel like if it was a person that you said it to, I feel like that them bars would have hit harder. Like, I understood what K-Shine was going for, but I feel like it was the wrong person. Even though he was white boy, I feel like it was the wrong person to say them type of rounds too. I feel like you should say it to someone that has said it or done some racist shit like that. So with that being said, 3-0 K-Shine, I think he's definitely in the contention of champion of the year. Like I said, 3 years debated, like it's been like year 3 and he is debatably undefeated. Now the last battle, because GEazy the Block Captain and T-Top got canceled, the last battle, which is also the main event, we got Goods versus Geechee Gotti. Now, Geechee Gotti was Geechee Gotti. Geechee Gotti ain't slip up. Geechee Gotti did his thing. But I feel like this is a preference battle. And if you like that Goods boss talk, if you like, you know, that swag talk, like that slick talk that Goods do, I feel like you're gonna go with Goods. If you like that gangster shit, that gangster shit that Geechee Gotti be spitting, you're gonna go with Geechee Gotti. I feel like nobody was bad in this battle. I just feel like they just got preferences. And I thought Geechee Gotti was kind of funny because when he was rapping, when Goods was rapping, he was just putting ass, like this shit is ass on, like in the caffeine app, you know, telling people like this shit is ass. But at the same time, I didn't think it was personally, I didn't think it was ass. I thought Goods was talking to him. I thought Goods was giving it a slick talk to him. Now me personally, I gave it a Goods 2-1. I thought Geechee was fire though, but I also thought Goods was fire. And I just kind of leaned, I felt like, and these, I felt like Goods just won the battle like off of swagger alone, like you said before. Like for some reason his aura, he got that aura, like you just, whatever you say, you just can't fuck with me. It was like, I've been there, like so what, nigga, what can you say to me? And this is what I mean, like, who had, like if you would say who had the better bars, it was Geechee Gotti. And that should count. But for some reason, and I say this all the time in battle rap, there are people that not bar heavy, but when they talk to you, that shit negates all your bars. I feel like Sway 7 is one of them. I feel like Goods is one of them. And even though he's lyrical, Loaded Lux is one of them. Matt Hoffa, even though he's a puncher, he'll do it. Murder Mook will talk to you, but he's like, he'll use word association. But like, especially someone like a Sway 7, a Head Ice, and a Goods. Them niggas, they don't have to be bar heavy. They could just talk to you and still win a round. And they have shown, and like they have proved this. Like niggas like them prove that. And that's why I say it all the time with the people with the good pens. It's like, it don't matter if you can't win a battle. So with that being said, Goods 2-1. Overall, not one of their strongest cards, but I don't blame Smack. Smack did what he had to do. There are people that did perform. I thought Oscino came through. I thought, you know, Ill Will and them came through. I thought B-Dot came through. But for some reason, it just really didn't feel like a Smack volume. Like I said, I don't blame Smack. I guess it's just like the environment. And a lot of people like get thrown off an environment. So it was an okay card. It wasn't a bad card. It's just, if you would say if it's his worst Smack card, yeah, you can go with that. But like I said, I blame COVID. No, you really can't blame Smack, because Smack did his thing. And I thought from production wise, it was did his thing. Also, and kind of point this out, a lot of rappers was pointing towards the crowd, and the crowd was on this side, and the crowd is like on one side, and they're not speaking to the camera, and the camera's on the other side. So most of the times you see, like, especially K-Shine battle, he was more or less rapping to the crowd again, just rapping the camera, and it kind of took people off. I feel like a lot of people, it confused a lot of people, kind of throw people off of the battle. So it was a very awkward Smack battle, but I still feel like it was a good way. And like I said, I don't blame Smack for it. So I think it's very watchable. So when you see it on the URL app, I feel like there are some battles you can watch. Let me know what y'all think, how y'all feel about the battle. Today, my name is Oscino, and I'm out. Peace.
Fancy ass man wear glove of rings, flying around town in a tub of wings. Found out how to make love to fiends. He mixing that fudge with the drug of dreams. She too teenage to have a drug of choice, but she fuck with that Royce like she love Detroit. She rollin'.
Pharaoh.